Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a really thought-provoking topic. It's buzzing in classrooms everywhere, artificial intelligence.
Right. AI and its place in, well, student learning.
Exactly. And our source for this deep dive is this fascinating op-ed from the Hetchinger Report. It's actually penned by an 11th grade student, which gives a unique perspective.
Oh, interesting. A student's view directly.
Yeah, and what's really eye-opening is hearing this student grapple with teachers banning AI tools, like ChatGPT,
Uh-huh.
while admitting that, like nearly 90% of his classmates, they're already using it for homework anyway.
Wow, 90%. That's quite a disconnect.
It really makes you wonder, are we actually preparing students for a future where AI is just everywhere, an undeniable presence?
That really is the crux of it, isn't it? So our deep dive today will sort of dissect that student's main argument,
Okay.
that this reliance on rote memorization in schools, it kind of inadvertently makes AI the perfect tool for loads of assignments.
Right, and then,
And then we'll tackle that critical question. Why might it be okay, or at least more acceptable, for teachers to use AI, but maybe not for students?
okay, let's unpack that student's perspective first.
Yeah.
He points out how many high school assignments, even AP classes.
Like AP psychology?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With, 400 terms to memorize? That's a lot.
Yeah.
He argues they often just require students to regurgitate information, repeat it back.
Okay, pure recall.
And here's where it gets really striking. He points out that systems like GPT-4, OpenAI's model,
Uh-huh.
they can score incredibly well on big standardized tests.
Yeah.
We're talking the SAT, the bar exam, even a perfect 5 on that same AP Psych exam.
Wow. So the AI aces the test designed for human.
Precisely. And the student's conclusion from this is that modern education is basically training students to, quote, act like robots, which, he argues, makes them maybe too susceptible to an AI takeover down the line.
That's a strong viewpoint. Compelling. But it also makes you ask, is rote memorization completely useless?
Good question. Did readers push back?
Oh, yeah. Several readers of the op-ed argued that, wait a minute, it's actually a foundational skill, not just robot work.
Foundational how?
Well, think about it. Committing some core information to memory, things like vocabulary, key terms.
Mhm.
It builds the essential building blocks you need for deeper understanding later.
Okay, like learning the alphabet before you can write a novel.
Exactly. You need those basic pieces before you can build something complex, have a meaningful discussion, without putting in that hard work, as one reader called it.
Yeah.
There's a human cost of ignorance, not just lacking facts, but lacking the mental framework to even tell, say, good information from AI-generated junk, which is, increasingly important.
That definitely makes sense for building knowledge.
Mhm.
But okay, I can hear people thinking, if AI can do this robot work so well,
Uh-huh.
why can't students use it? Couldn't they argue they're just, augmenting their learning like you suggested teachers might? Where's the line?
And this is exactly where the roles really diverge. For a teacher, AI can be a powerful tool. For professional tasks, right, maybe generating ideas for lessons or streamlining admin stuff, finding resources quickly, it augments their skills.
Skills they already have.
Right. Critical thinking, planning lessons, making judgments. Those are human skills. Teachers, hopefully, are already proficient in complex communication and decision-making. The AI helps them do their job.
Okay, so it's a professional tool for them, but for students.
For students, the learning process itself is often the whole point. Education isn't just about spitting out the right answer.
It's about building the muscles.
Exactly. Developing the cognitive muscles to understand, to analyze, to create something new. Using AI for those foundational tasks, it lets them bypass the sometimes painful time and effort needed to build that internal knowledge base.
Skipping the workout, essentially.
Kind of. And that initial struggle, like drilling vocabulary over and over, it actually builds brain pathways for deeper understanding later on. It's crucial for developing problem solving, critical thinking, creativity.
Skills AI can't easily replicate.
Precisely. Those skills vital for future jobs. So if students just outsource this fundamental learning, they risk hobbling their own development. Plus, how do you even assess what they truly understand?
Right, assessment becomes impossible. Feedback, too.
It makes genuine feedback and guiding future learning incredibly difficult.
So this deep dive really highlights that we're at a kind of crossroads, just like the student writer said.
Absolutely.
It feels like we have to decide. Do we stick with an education system that AI seems to be mastering pretty well?
Mm.
Or do we fundamentally rethink it, reform it, to truly prepare students for a future where those uniquely human skills are what really count?
And that brings up an even bigger question, doesn't it? Maybe the real challenge isn't just AI itself.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's about redefining what it means to truly know something now, in an age where, let's face it, information is everywhere, instantly accessible.
Ah. So what skills do we prioritize for the human mind? And how on earth do we measure the depth of that understanding, not just recall?
Exactly. Something for you, the listener, to mull over as you navigate your own learning in this rapidly changing world.